Hello my friends and welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to talk to you about how to improve or subvert the trope about the detective with the dark past. But before we get into that, be sure to subscribe to my channel and ring that doorbell when I release new videos. So the detective with the dark past is a familiar trope in crime fiction. The protagonist in the story is a cop who is haunted by a personal tragedy that drives him to the point of obsession with solving crimes. Perhaps it might be that case from 20 years ago or more that there was not enough evidence to get any suspect and the cops never found the killer. Or perhaps he was on a case where the wrong person was arrested and convicted and imprisoned and he's racked with guilt about being a part of ruining someone's life. There could be any number of reasons why the detective could have a dark past, but let's have some fun and come up with ways on how to improve that trope, because that's just fun, and that's what we're here for, to have fun with our writing. So here are 7 tips on how to challenge yourself to improve on the detective with a dark past. Number 1. Make it subtly haunting as opposed to traumatic. Or the detective's past might be more ambiguous, or morally gray. This could be something along the lines of suspecting a past partner was a dirty cop, but as a rookie didn't think they could do anything about it. Perhaps it was a different time when cops were always expected to stick together and not report anything, even when their partner was a dirty cop. Another thing could be, perhaps as a youth, he took part in bullying another kid, which led to that youth taking their own life. Now racked with guilt all these years later, he sees in his children a similar scenario play out, only as his child is the one who's being bullied. Number 2, there could be others involved or impacted by the dark past. This could be a relative, brother, sister, or parent who is in prison and were guilty of the crime for what they were in prison for. This would likely be a very big source of embarrassment for the detective and something he would like to keep hidden from his colleagues. Maybe he was able to keep it hidden for so many years due to either changing his name or moving to another city, state, or province, or whatever they call that in your country. Number 3. Forget rather than regret. Another way to subvert the trope is that maybe the detective, through repressed memories or amnesia, simply forgets what he did or experienced. Maybe the memories slowly come back in flashbacks or dream sequences. The detective could have unreliable memories, but his perception of the past shifts as he goes through the investigation. This can keep readers on their toes. Number 4. Their past is a small part of their motivation. Maybe the cop has a cocky, I'll show you type of attitude and wants to prove himself to his superiors and to himself. Whatever happened in their past might be only a small part of why they are like that. Or something along the lines of perhaps an old witness or adversary resurfaces. The old adversary could also be a former partner where the detective turned him in for corruption. The detective might have turned a blind eye to his former partner's corruption and is now forced to work with him, and while trying to uncover the truth of the present case must also try to keep secrets hidden, like secrets of his complicity in his partner's corruption. Water break from my YouTube chalice. Number 5. Subvert redemption. What you do here is the cop could be confident in his belief that the person he investigated and arrested and who ultimately went to prison truly was guilty. He might refuse even in the face of evidence that he didn't make a mistake in getting the wrong man. This could make your cop an anti-hero or the antagonist in the story. That could be good, couldn't it? Number 6. They could have a skill or trait that led to their past. or is tied to their past. This could be a fun one to play with, perhaps in his younger years. He himself might have been a criminal who was never caught. His crime skills could help him as a police officer to keep his past buried. He would likely have access to the files on the crimes he committed, and one by one, he makes them disappear. Tip number 7. The past could be a reflection of the case at hand. Elements of the past could mirror the current case, even if they were totally unrelated. This would make it look like history is repeating itself, and maybe in the end he solves both the old and new cases. So there you have it, my friends, on how to improve the trope on a detective with a dark past. Don't forget to smack that like button, subscribe to my channel, and ring that bell for notification. And if you would be so inclined, subscribe to my newsletter where you'll get a free short story. The link is in the description below the video. Have a great day, and have a great week.